name is Casey Cormier, and I'm going to talk to you guys about standardized tests. Standardized tests has been a part of American education since the mid-1800s. It has skyrocketed in 2002 with No Child Left Behind. No Child Left Behind is an act that mandated over 50 states. No Child Left Behind has a huge increase in testing. It requires state testing of every student from grade 3 through 8 and once in high school. Many elementary, middle, and high school students have to take the standardized test in the spring semester. However, these kids start to get nervous, depressed, or they worry a lot this semester. It tends to let the students receive test anxiety because the standardized tests determine their fate in order to go to the next grade level. Some people think that children are no longer equipped with daily knowledge or life skills because the teachers in the school teach them skills to pass a test and not help them learn basic skills to achieve life. On the Today Show, they did a Facebook poll. Do you think standardized tests are the best way for kids to learn? The answer is no. 5,692 votes says no. I ask, why do we have to test a person's knowledge for a test? About 16 to 20% of students have a high test anxiety, making this the most prevalent scholastic impairment in our schools today. About 18% are troubled by moderately high test anxiety. Test anxiety is a serious matter and sometimes get taken for granted. Some people don't know that test anxiety is actually a psychological disorder. On this graph, you see you have DDD, attention problems, anxiety, hyperactivity, autism, and depression. And you see anxiety is also linked with these disorders. And you see that males have a higher anxiety rate than females do. However, many schools are affected by having poor test scores. Some districts will try to relocate their students, close down the school, or even fire the teachers. So our teachers are blamed for our student actions. And as you can see in our own community in Houston, Texas, 400 teachers are now questioning their job because of students. Houston School District have performed so poorly that their students have lost ground. According to HISD, and those educators' jobs can be on the line if they don't improve. Our society is horrific when it comes to a standardized test. A teacher can risk her job for a child that doesn't perform well. In reality, the students do not apply themselves to be great when it comes to testing. It's not the teacher's fault all the time. It's mostly the students. On this political cartoon, you see, we will test you, and if you do poorly, we'll fire your teacher. Is there any proof that will improve my school? The question is, not on this test. Another reason why I think standardized testing should be banned in school is because not all students have a position in life where they need to worry about standardized tests. A standardized test did not show the true qualities and skills that you have. It should be exhibiting like life skills, survival, and how to make it in the real world, but it doesn't. I say that because some students have different circumstances that make them do poorly on a state test or a test in general. For example, their living condition may be a point to where they may not have a whole lot of time to focus or not dedicate their time to taking a standardized test. As you can see on this political cartoon, I see you did well in school, but what real world skills do you have? Tests. I can take tests, meaning our school system is only teaching our students and our kids in America and our generation coming up that they know how to take a test, but can they really work in the real world? A student who may not have much as others will either be tempted to not show up for school, and if he or she does show up, they might not be willing as others to learn in the environment. They just want to give up. In conclusion, I think we should not have standardized tests because it doesn't show our true intelligence. For example, someone can easily take a test and bubble any answers, but someone who really knows the answer can have test anxiety. But when they get in a testing environment, they get jitter up, and so now they do awfully wrong, all because of a test. Standardized tests is a bad thing in our society, but many individuals are affected by it, no matter what age. Parents have to try to stay up with their child and study and help them prepare for their test. Teachers' jobs are questionable, but kids and young teens are really affected by standardized tests because when they take the test, it determines whether they go to the next grade level or not. As a student, I said, let's ban standardized testing and find another way to test a person's anxiety.